new friends, new opportunities, new partners. EG Tax.
Hi everybody, this is Esther Goliath, the tax lady from EG Tax, and we're here to help you to know a bunch of stuff about taxes. Now, our normal show on Saturday on WBEN is a live phone-in tax question show, but what we're doing here on WBBZ is to take our emails that we get, and I'm with Christopher Fabian.
Hello, Esther.
And Tiffany Fabian.
Hello, Esther.
And we're going to chew up those questions so that we think it'll be understandable to you, and hopefully it'll save you some money, and that's the bottom line for us. Locally, we have how many offices?
33 offices.
And our short forms start at?
$40,
And long forms?
$60.
And how much
And
cheaper are we than everybody else?
Free 1040 EZ to the end of February, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We are on average about $125 cheaper than national firms.
Right, and we just do a great job. I mean, we just do a great job. We have enrolled agents, we have attorneys, we have CPAs, we have EAs. Everyone, all of our preparers are licensed with the state of New York and the federal government, and they're all tax accountants. And we guarantee our work. We give 110% guarantee. And the thing is, we're in your corner and we're accessible. We want to help you.
We
Right?
do.
All right. So, you have that little smile on your face. All right. Let's.
I hear paper
I
shuffling.
know. And that's our question guy. So we're going to go to Mr. Bill, and he's going to give us our first question. And our first question email is what, sir?
This is from Larry from Hamburg, not from Atlanta, who writes, "We just bought our first home last year. We closed in September. My real estate agent told us that we could write off all of our closing costs. So where do we find all of these closing costs?"
And that's a common
thing. Right. All right.
It's so funny. You and Chris just did a seminar at a local real estate firm, and I think that it was really enlightening. I got rave reviews, and I think that real estate agents, if they have questions about this, they're
That's
should
absolutely
certainly
true.
call.
So, okay, when you have a personal home and you're going to itemize your deductions, there's only two categories of things you can write off: the property taxes you pay and the mortgage interest you pay. Now, the property taxes are, if it's escrowed, it comes out of your payment every month. The bank makes the payments for you. In the year that you purchased the house, you've reimbursed the seller for their portion of the taxes that were prepaid. So when you're doing your first year's return, you have to look at the HUD-1 form. It'll say how much you reimbursed the seller, plus what the bank paid on Form 1098. That's what's going to be deductible. As far as mortgage interest goes, the interim interest that was charged from the time you close on the house before your first house payment is made is deductible, and points that you might pay to acquire the mortgage, and the actual mortgage interest that you pay, and the bank is going to get that on the 1098.
And PMI. Or
And
MIP.
MIP.
Right.
And
However you
MIP
wanna
is still
say it.
deductible, provided your income is not over, I think it's 104,000.
Yep.
Right.
So, because then it's not deductible. So those things are all deductible, but that's it. The water bill you reimburse, the attorney fees, the search and service,
Mortgage
none of
tax.
it's deductible.
And then don't forget the energy credit. So in your house, if you did new windows, new front door, garage door, hot water tank, furnace, rolls of insulation, those are also something possibly on the table too.
Right,
So
but that's not deductible, that's a credit.
that's a credit.
right?
That's a
Now,
non-refundable credit.
And the reason they don't let you deduct all these other things is because when you sell your home, if you lived in it 2 out of the last 5 years, the first $500,000 is going to be tax-free.
Yep.
If you're married filing a joint return, and $250,000 if you're single.
Yep, which
The-
is
And
pretty
so
the
good.
that's
the
the
gain.
gain.
Not the sale
Right.
price, the gain.
Yep. Which is
So that's why they don't let you take
Yeah.
these things, because you're not going to pay taxes on the
Yeah.
house. As a matter of fact, buying and selling a home is a great way to build up assets, your asset. If you bought a home, fixed it up, sold it, excluded the gain, bought a home, fixed it up, so
You
every 2
told
years,
me-
you could build up quite an
You
asset
told
value.
me if you could have done things differently, you would have done that more often. Bought a home.
If the tax law was
2 out of 5 years, bought
Yeah.
it throughout your life. you
Right,
would've-
well, I did it a lot
I was
anyway.
thinking that
I
darn
did it
thing.
a lot.
I
Anyway,
was thinking
I never
that.
did like to stay there long enough to make the windows get dirty.
No, you never did.
Instead of cleaning the windows,
that's a
remove it.
prime example of taking advantage of tax law.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, it's a great way to make money. And so use your personal home as an opportunity to build up asset value tax-free.
Yeah, I know Chris and I just moved and sold our house, and it is a daunting task, though.
It
So
is.
I thought about you many of times while I was doing it.
I'm Esther Golias, the tax lady from EG Tax. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back right after this.
JD Sound is Buffalo's most professional and unique entertainment source for bar mitzvahs, weddings, private parties, and much more. At JD Sound Buffalo, every event is personally customized with the best lighting and sound to make it unforgettable. To contact JD Sound Buffalo, call 716-908-2633 or email jdsoundbuffalo@gmail.com and visit our website, jdsoundbuffalo.com. Check out our social media, pictures, information, and much more.
Attention real estate investors thinking of selling investment property? Pay no tax. Call R.J. Gullo Companies, qualified intermediaries for 1031 exchanges and real estate investment specialists. For a free consultation on how to pay no tax when selling investment properties, call 675-1500 or visit us online at rjgullo.com. Call 675-1500 or online at rjgullo.com.
Hey, this is Esther, and let me tell you how great it is to have an insurance agent like Nationwide's Bill Barber. Bill's 40-plus years experience has saved me money on my premiums and potential claims. Have an insurance question, problem, or crisis? Bill will work with you personally without calling an overseas customer service number. All I can say is whenever I need someone on my side, I'm glad to have Nationwide's Bill Barber.
For all your insurance needs, call the Bill Barber Agency at 688-2199. Call 688-2199 today.
Nationwide is on your side.
This year, the IRS announced that they were going to hold up some refunds till the middle of February or later. That can really put a crimp in your budget if you're counting on that money.
EG Tax may be able to help. A fast cash advance. That's right, EG Tax, along with our banking affiliate, can give you an advance of your refund. No cash is needed.
Let your hometown tax team work for you this year. Come join our family.
EG Tax.
Hi, I'm Esther Golias, the tax lady from EG Tax. And of course, on Ask the Tax Lady, which we're so glad you joined us with, we're going to chew up some emails that you sent us. And if you should want to be on our live question and answer program, that's on Saturdays on WBEN at 3 o'clock. And you can call and actually be on the radio. But today, the emails you sent us, we're going to chew up. And Christopher Fabian and Tiffany Fabian are here. And we're going to talk about some of the tax issues, and
Yeah.
hopefully it'll help people to understand what's
Because
going on.
it is that time a
It
year.
is, and we want to sure help you. All right, Mr. Bill, are we ready with our next question?
Abigail from Wellsville writes, this time of the year, we're thinking of getting a vacation in Florida.
Good idea.
What would the tax advantages be if we rented it most of the year? And could we make a trip of ourselves down there and deduct it?
All right, so she wants to buy a rental house down in Florida?
Yep. And
Okay.
so what a great idea. And I think they said that they would rent it most of the year, and so they would use it as a vacation home for maybe a few weeks. And so that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, because whenever you buy, see, and this is what's so great about tax law, to buy something for a deduction is a great thing to have the deduction, but on the back end, just like we were talking about sale of personal residence, on the back end, if the asset is growing in value, it's making you richer.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So here you have your personal home here, which you live in for 2 of the 5 years, the first $500,000 is tax-free. Now you got your vacation home in Florida, which is investment property, provided you don't use it for more than 14 days personally, or 10% of the time you have it rented. So if you have it rented for 300 days,
Right.
you can use it for 30 days personally, and it still retains the business characteristics, which would then
Make it
make you so you can write off the interest,
Schedule
the
E.
property taxes, the repairs, the maintenance, the trip
Depreciate-
down. That would
depreciate
be
the house. Yep.
right.
depreciate the-
Insurance.
Yep,
Right.
yep, absolutely.
And so it's a phenomenal way to kill two birds with one stone.
Yep.
And in the end, you have your house that's here that would be completely tax free, and your house in Florida, which when you
And I-
sell it, you're not going to be tax free, but you could do an exchange.
You could do
right?
an exchange,
Yeah.
or why not? If they're depending on their age, sell their house up here, retire down to Florida,
There you
change
go.
their permanent
There
address.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Their basis is reduced a little, but their gain may still
That's
end up
true.
being
So
tax-free.
husband and wife that are sitting here watching TV this evening with it snowing, look at each other and say, let's go to Florida.
Yeah.
Because it's a great
That's
idea.
right.
Or
That's right.
Arizona or California. The whole thing is that second home is going to build up asset value. And the benefit is you get to use it personally for 14 days or 10% of the time that you rent it for, and the loss is deductible. So it's a
I
win-win.
think so many people get timeshares, but the nice thing about this scenario is they're building up their portfolio. This is an asset that they're earning, whereas a timeshare, you're paying the money, and it's not an asset
Well, and I
that's
have to
in
tell
your
you,
back pocket.
my husband and I bought a timeshare. We were
Right.
down in Florida, and it was one of those things like, come to this thing, and we're going to take you out to dinner. So we went, and it was $52,000 to buy this timeshare that was a 1 week timeshare.
Right.
And I thought 52 times 50 weeks a year, 52 weeks a year means they were selling the timeshare for effectively $2.7 million, because when you put those all together, and I
Yeah.
said, this is stupid. There's got to be, with all these people that get into these and they don't really want them, there must be a timeshare resale thing.
Right.
And then there was this big billboard, timeshare resale. And so we ended up getting it for like $14,000, the
Right.
same place that was $52,000 the day before. Unfortunately, the common area fees were like $1,300 a year. So we ended up just
And you can't
getting
write off,
rid of it.
and you can't write off any
And
of
you
those.
can't write
comments.
off. So it's a bad investment.
Right.
Had we taken that same amount of money and used it as a down
Yes,
payment,
yep.
then it would have been a horse of different colors. So live and learn.
Right.
Live and
And you got to watch your rental loss, because if you can afford two homes down there, your income may be too high for you to claim your rental
Right.
loss.
That's
Right,
right. If
and
your
so
income
there's
exceeds
suspension.
Over 100,
100,000,
you start-
up to 150, that starts to phase out. Unless one of the partners ends up being the real estate professional,
And
so
they work more than 750 hours.
in 1 year.
Yep.
Now, I have another client that's his wife is a real estate professional, and they rent out their condo on the beach, and they pretty much have short-term rentals, weekly
Yep.
rentals. So she runs the website, she takes care of everybody, she makes sure she goes down and paints it and everything. And so even though they're in that phase, they're allowed to take the rental loss. So
Yep.
it's another way to
Yeah.
to skin a cat.
And if anybody does have suspended losses or losses that are phased out, those are rainy day, and someday when you sell them, hopefully you can use it again, or if your income drops down.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Bill, what do we got?
Erica from Amherst writes, I'm thinking about retiring from my job in the next 3 years from M&T. My financial planner says that I should start moving my 401k items to a Roth to avoid paying taxes. This sounds too good to be true. Could you help me?
And we hear that time and time again. And so the truth is, you really should give us a call. And she did. She asked a really good question.
So here's the thing. Here she is working right now. Let's say she's in the 15% bracket, right? So she wants to take, let's say, $100,000 and move it into a Roth. So she's going to pay $15,000 in taxes now
Right.
to move it, all right? The thing is, if she has no other pension plan, right?
Yeah.
And maybe she and her husband, that they just have Social Security and what little amount they can save for their pension. The first $22,000, $23,000, $28,000 they take out every year as
It's
it goes
tax-free.
up, it's going to be tax-free anyway. So here she is going to pay $15,000 now and on something she may never have paid taxes on later.
Right.
Right.
Now, if she was working for the state of New York,
That's right.
she had a big $75,000 pension, her husband had a 70, that would be different.
And
But
another
right
thing,
now, I would never pay the
and
taxes
she's
if I don't
about
need
to retire. And so a beautiful thing about a Roth is it grows tax-free. She's about to retire, so there's no opportunity for it to grow tax-free,
To make
really.
up the money
To make
that
up the
she's
money. I mean, she's about ready to retire. This is something when you're working for the state and you're younger, nothing to
If
do
you
when
knew
you're...
you had a gigantic pension,
Right.
that might be something that would be something you might consider. But I would never prepay my taxes. I mean, my gosh, we're looking at a complete
Reduction.
Congress that's talking about undoing the whole tax code.
Right.
For crying out loud, they might even say there isn't a Roth. It would be a horrible thing to pay the money and then find out later you did it for nothing.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So I would really
And if
think
she
about it.
wanted to have that in black and white and paper, if she needed to see it in front of her, we
Yeah,
could
she
call
should
our
give us
office.
a call. Anyway, I wouldn't do anything too dramatic right now. I'm Esther Golias, the tax lady from EG Tax. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back with your emails on the other side.
Come spend the day and shop your favorite stores at the McKinley Mall. We have fashion fun for all ages at Old Navy. Best Buy has electronics, computers, appliances, movies, and more. Find great deals shopping for that perfect outfit at American Eagle, Hollister, JCPenney, Express, and The Gap. At Ulta Beauty, you'll find a great selection of cosmetics and fragrances to choose from. Stop into Barnes & Noble for the best selection books.
Attention real estate investors. Interested in buying or selling multifamily investment property? Call RJ Gullo Companies, qualified intermediaries for 1031 exchanges and real estate investment specialists. For a free opinion of value on your multifamily investment property, call New York State's premier multifamily realty company at 675-1500 or visit us online at rjgullo.com. Call 675-1500 or online at rjgullo.com.
Hey, this is Esther, and let me tell you how great it is to have an insurance agent like Nationwide's Bill Barber. Bill's 40-plus years experience has saved me money on my premiums and potential claims. Have an insurance question, problem, or crisis? Bill will work with you personally without calling an overseas customer service number. All I can say is whenever I need someone on my side, I'm glad to have Nationwide's Bill Barber.
For all your insurance needs, call the Bill Barber Agency at 688-2199. Call 688-2199 today.
Nationwide is on your side.
JD Sound is Buffalo's most professional and unique entertainment source for bar mitzvahs, weddings, private parties, and much more. At JD Sound Buffalo, every event is personally customized with the best lighting and sound to make it unforgettable. To contact JD Sound Buffalo, call 716-908-2633 or email jdsoundbuffalo@gmail.com and visit our website, jdsoundbuffalo.com. Check out our social media, pictures, information, and much more.
Hi, I'm Esther Golias, the tax lady from EG Tax. Thanks for watching Ask the Tax Lady. We always love to answer your tax questions, whether they be in the form of emails or if you want to call us live on Saturday between 3 and 4 on WBEN, where we'll answer your tax questions right over the phone and you can hear yourself on the radio. In the meantime, if you have questions you want to ask us discreetly, you're always welcome to talk to a human being at corporate. We're always happy to answer your questions, and
any
there's
of
no
our
charge.
All of our 33 offices are
We have real
open,
people there, too.
and they can answer
Not
your
even
questions
robots,
too. That's
right?
right. Pretty cool.
All right, well, let's go back to our questions. Mr. Bill, what do we have?
Rachel from North Tonawanda writes, I just found out that I have a small pension from Kaleida that I didn't know I had when I left the company. My option now is to receive it, roll it over, or leave it. What do you think I should do?
Okay, that's a good question. That happens
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Found money.
I gotta say right away, I know Esther has always taught me a bird in the hand is worth more than two in the bush. So with that being said, a lot of times I would think leaving it there might not be her best option. I'm thinking rolling it over. Or if they let you leave it there, actually, that's an okay thing too.
You just talked yourself out of it.
I did just talk myself out of it. That's unusual for them to let you
All right,
leave it there.
No, but here's the thing.
They usually say they have to cash it in.
If you roll it, or if you take it from Kaleida, who might have had a wonderful manager, that's
Right.
great, but roll it over into something you're controlling,
Right,
into an
right,
IRA, The thing is, it gives you a lot of options.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if you leave it in at Kaleida and they're doing a great job managing it, it may work out for you. But obviously, the way if they come up with any guidelines, then you're going to be restricted as to how you can take it out. Once you roll it over into your own plan, if you needed it all, you could take it all out. You could take out half of it. You could wait until you're 70 and a half to start doing a required minimum distribution. You're the captain of your ship.
Right.
And so, I don't know, Chris, what would you add to that?
I mean, you got to look at the options. Look, what's your need? Do you need the money right now? Do you need a little bit extra every month? Maybe, look at that first to help determine the answer. But like Tiff said earlier, a lot of places don't give you the option
Yeah,
of
to
keeping
leave
it
That's
there.
true, but they
So,
do. That's great. And the other thing is, if whoever's managing it, they're putting it in whatever family of funds. If they make a bad management decision,
Yeah.
like what happened with the Teamsters,
Right.
there
Right,
goes
right.
the money.
Yep.
You
That's
know?
right.
So for me, I've always been somebody that I trust me. Nobody's more conservative than me. I like to make sure where the money goes, it's going to stay. And so I can trust me. And if I lose it, it's my own fault. But if I left it in, if that was my retirement account and I left it in with the company and they made a bad decision and it went down to nothing like what's happening with the Teamsters, it can be devastating because you
Yeah.
count on that. Now, even though it's a little bit of money, the other thing is she might want to find out if she wants to take the whole thing
And
right now. Maybe she doesn't owe any taxes
A
at all.
lesson learned here too is there's a lot of people out there that have worked for employers in the past and they didn't know they had pension plans, and so some people might not come right forward and let you know or can't find you. So pay attention to that and know what your work history is.
Okay, let's go and ask another question. What do we got, Mr. Bill?
I have some lady, don't say her name, who writes, I'm writing next month at the age of 62, and I want to start collecting my Social Security.
Oh, she's retiring there.
Yes, but people are telling me that I should wait till I'm 66 to get the extra $300 a month. Also, I am no longer working for this company, and my pension is $50,000 a year as a retired teacher. What do you think about all that?
That's a lot to break down.
Well,
But you want to start with the Social Security, Chris?
right, because she's not working anymore. So she's on the pension of $5,000 a year, for $50,000 a
Yeah.
year. Say she was supposed to get $1,500 a month in Social Security. That's $1,500 a month. That's $18,000 a year she could have in her hands. So by the time she's 66, 18 times 4,
108,000.
there you go.
Well, it's actually 6 years, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
So
62.
it's 108,000. So she's giving up 108,000 so that she can get $3,600 extra a year.
Yeah.
Didn't she say
Yep.
that?
Right.
So 108 divided by, I suppose you got to do this right. Divided by 3,600. It's going to be 24 years before she
She can
breaks even.
recoup it.
So if she waits till
66,
66, 24, that would make her 100.
90.
Some of the figures
90.
aren't right. 90.
90.
So
But normally it's about 15 years.
right, before you'd break even. So you'd
Right.
be breaking even at about 80. So if you can make it to 80, that's great. We don't know how long it's going to be. They don't stop you at the coffin and say, oh, by the way, your family has money coming, because once you don't take it, they get to keep it. Now, and a lot of people say, but wouldn't you like the extra money? I would like the extra money if I knew I was going to live 15 years.
And what is
but
your
I don't
life,
know
what
if
is
I'm
your
gonna
life
live.
going to be like at 80?
You can-
What
if-
activities? I mean, are you going to be able to enjoy what you're doing?
We'll
What
give
were
it
you
to
gonna
the
say?
nursing home.
Right, like if Sunny, who maybe she did need it, she can take it, put it in the bank. It's there.
Right.
She has
That's
that
true.
extra money then.
And another thing that I would like to tell this lady is be careful of your health insurance right now. While you're retiring at 62, you won't have health insurance from Medicare until you're 66. So you just really want to be diligent about that and find out what your needs are for health insurance. And
That's right.
you might
but
want
if
to
she
look at the
could save the
marketplace.
105,000,
Right.
and interest rates are starting to raise again too, so that's something else to look at. But that's the yin yang. We all feel like we're never going to pass away. We all feel like we're here forever. But the reality is that by 76, that's the average age that someone passes away. So that would say that you probably are not going to beat the Social Security. And the other thing is, right now they're talking about scaling back Social Security because effectively the Social Security Trust Fund is bankrupt.
When you said
Effectively.
76, I was thinking our next president is going to be, what, how old is he, 71?
He's 70 right now.
70
so
right
he'll
now.
Be,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, what do we got, Mr. Bill?
Sabrina from Cambria is writing, I could not afford to pay my credit cards anymore, and I now have a $40,000 debt forgiveness in my hands. I just lost my job, and that is why I can't afford to pay my credit cards. Is there a loophole that I'm missing? Please help.
Yeah, I think the first thing she should do is look at talking to an attorney about a bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Because she just may want to look at doing a bankruptcy.
But it also sounds like she has a cancellation of debt, which usually goes on your tax return on
But
line
not
20.
if there's a bankruptcy.
Or
Right.
insolvency.
Right,
Or
but
insolvency.
if she has didn't you say she has debt forgiveness? If she has a cancellation of debt, she could do a Form 982 if she's insolvent for
Right.
the year.
That's
And
exactly
so
right.
that's something to think about.
Okay, I'm Esther Golias, the tax lady from EG Tax. We're going to take a short break. See you on the other side.
Attention! Are you interested in using your existing retirement account to buy and sell real estate tax-free? Call RJ Gullo Companies, qualified intermediaries for 1031 exchanges and real estate investment specialists. For a free consultation to buy and sell real estate tax-free through the use of a self-directed IRA or a solo 401k, call 675-1500 or visit us online at rjgullo.com. That's 675-1500 or online at rjgullo.com.
Hi, I'm Esther Golias, the tax lady from EG Tax. Thanks for joining us today on Ask the Tax Lady. We always want you to know that at EG Tax, we really care about your situation. So even if EG Tax didn't prepare your return, we're happy to help you with letters, a second look. There's no charge for that. Answer your tax questions. We'll do it over the internet by going to our website at egtax.com. You can join us on our radio show on Saturdays between 3 and 4 on WBEN Radio 930 AM. We just want to help you. That's our bottom line.
And then don't forget, if you go on our website, if you wanted to, you can do a tax return in your PJs. So you can actually do the tax return on our website. You can log in and get all your stuff done that way if you wanted to, or you can scan it and email it to us. We make it as easy and comfortable as we can.
We do all 50 states returns for the states that do returns. So if you should move out of state, or if you have a child that maybe went away to school and has to do a Massachusetts or an Ohio return, EG Tax can help you with that. We do part year residence, we do corporations, business returns, partnerships. We do all business returns, sales taxes. If your gift taxes, estate planning, if you have a tax return, EG Tax can help you with it. And our fees are very reasonable. And the best thing, I think, is that you're here with somebody you can feel in touch, who can feel the way you do, and we get to know you personally and your family.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's the most awesome
and
thing
of course,
ever.
our offices are open 9 to 9.
9 to 9, Monday through Friday, Saturday 9 to 5. Two offices opened on Sundays, the McKinley Mall office in Blaisdell and the Niagara Falls
And then
Factory
don't
Outlet Mall
forget,
in Niagara Falls.
when it's peak, we're open Saturday 9 to 9, which is so exciting, isn't it?
Yes.
Because we're the ones working.
More hours working. Yay.
No, but we are blessed, though. I mean, we're absolutely blessed, and we love what we do. We're open all year long. If you should have an audit, if you're getting any love letters from the IRS, don't throw them away. Don't ignore them. Bring them in, because we want to help you. And don't just pay it. I would say at least 50% of the bills are incorrect.
If not more.
Yeah, if not more. So, and many times what we do is when we look at the tax return, especially if it's done by somebody else, we see something that wasn't done correctly, we correct it and can maybe mitigate the bill altogether, maybe get you a refund. So anything's possible. And if you haven't filed for multiple years, EG Tax can do 1990 to 2017. I mean, we're there for you. I'm Esther Golias, the tax lady. Until next Tuesday, same time, 6:30, or Saturday on WBEN. I'm Esther Golias, Chris Fabian, Tiffany Fabian. We're here to help you. Have a great week.